what is your answer to people who say that Singapore needs more opposition in Parliament?
Well, I will say, ask yourself, what does that mean? First question you ask is, you must vote for the candidate who can best serve you. That really should be the question. Who can best serve you in your constituency, in your GRC? Who do you believe will do the best job? If the opposition will do the best job, I will say, vote for them by all means. So that's the first question. The second question, I think which you are touching on, is a slightly more philosophical one. Yes, maybe the PAP team can do better in the constituency, but should we not have some voices in the opposition in Parliament? But in the next Parliament there are going to be 18 non-PAP members of Parliament questioning the government, asking questions, of whom a minimum of 9 would be from the opposition, either elected or as NCMPs. There will be a minimum of 9. Of course, if they can persuade voters that they are the better choice, maybe more. So, what else? What can these 9 NCMPs not do, or 18 MPs not do, that additional opposition can do? The Workers' Party says, well, block constitutional amendments, and you've got the debate on that. So it's no longer just a question of raising questions, asking, probing, exposing. It's to block. That's the voter's choice.
Can you pursue the things that you mentioned about, like Workers' Party wanted to be the first party?
No, I think, you see, it's not so much a matter of debate. We needed to clarify what exactly that slogan meant. Because slogans must have meaning. And it took more than a week to get them to, say various things, which finally allowed us to get to the meaning of it. And then when the meaning came out, I said, well, this is what it means. They want to block the government. You look at the manifesto, it deconstructs major government platforms. The elected presidency, the NMP scheme, the NCMP scheme. Why are they opposed to that? And a whole series of other key government platforms on which we have fought elections and won. So I don't think, I haven't seen a response. But I think people will now think a little bit more carefully about the slogan and ask questions. And debate is always good. It allows both sides to clarify their position. But you see, my task is very simple, as is the task of the opposition in Nee Soon GRC. The team, we go out there and we say, this is what we say we can do. Do you believe us? Do you think we can serve you better? That's the fundamental question. And that is the message we will be pushing.
You're actually a very new team because you've been put together for this team.
Yes.
How does this compare to your previous team? It was also a very new team. Before had just come in after the
Yes. So the strength of the team is not judged by, quote unquote, the newness of the composition of the team. You've got to look at the people. If you look at the people, I'm not that new. I've been around for 23 years. The voters know me. And if you look at my colleagues, comrades, Dr. Lim has been doing sterling work in Canberra for 5 years. People know him. And Engineer Lee has been in Nee Soon South also for 5 years, doing excellent work. Professor Faisal has been very good from Marine Parade GRC. But SM Go told me that he was sorry to lose Professor Faisal because he was such a good MP. So it's a gain for Nee Soon, for him to come. Mr. Ong has promised that he will continue to stay on and help out. So we get 2 for the price of 1. And Professor Faisal is very good on the ground. I've seen him. He is experienced. And Patrick, while he's new as a candidate, is nevertheless a very experienced grassroots person, unionist, who has served for many, many years in Bedok. So the composition, this is a team that we will say to the people, we are candidates. We will go there and we'll ask people to give us their support. That is all we can do. And we can say to them, we have done our best for the 5 years. It's for the people to decide whether they can believe us and whether they believe that we will do a better job than the opposition.
I'm excited to be part of this Nee Soon GRC team, being the newest kid on the block and also being the new candidate as compared to the rest of my comrades. I hope to bring with me my experience in the grassroots and in the branch terms of groundwork as well as being an activist involved in electioneering previous campaign. Likewise, I've been walking the ground ever since I've been introduced since 4th April. So I've been, it's extremely large. Nee Soon East, the ward where will be in, is an extremely large area. It has about 180 blocks. So far I've covered 90 blocks with the house visits, and during the 9 days campaign, I hope to continue the momentum to cover all the blocks in Nee Soon East so as to meet the residents and also to introduce myself as a new candidate to them.
Do you expect to be active in Parliament?
Like I said, like Minister Shanmugam has shared earlier, I'm a trade unionist by profession. So I think I've shared during my introduction, one of my key focus is to be a voice for the workers, particularly for the sectors that I've been for which I hold union positions in. But essentially, I hope to be the voice for workers in Parliament.
Is there anything you would like to say for workers that you think hasn't been said before?
You haven't been elected yet.
If you get elected.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything that you think you can bring up in Parliament that hasn't been said before?
I think one of the key things that if elected into office would be to champion for workers so that there will be a greater representation of them in terms of the coverage of the Employment Act. As we know, the Employment Act is the sole employment legislation that provides access or remedies or redress for workers in general. So I think one of my key focus would be to really push for the ambit or the scope of the Employment Act to be stretched a bit more to cover a greater group of workers at large in Singapore.
Which type of workers?
Particularly the professional managers, executives. Yeah.
You think they need?
I think increasingly, like based on our worker profile, as we know, about 52% of our workers actually belong to this category of professionals, managers, and executives. So therefore, I think there's a need to constantly review the Employment Act so that we can stay relevant, so that we provide adequate safety nets and coverage for workers in general.
那过去的5年呢，我把全副精神都放在伊顺南的居民身上。那许多居民都告诉我，我来之前跟我来之后呢，伊顺南改变了很多，推出了很多新的这些计划措施。那么当然呢，我很期待这一次的大选，希望呢我能够继续的把居民的心声带到国会去。大家也知道，我一向来在国会上都是很敢于发言的，所以我希望能够再次的受委托。那么谢谢大家支持。
I was born in Nee Soon, so this to me is homecoming. When the announcement was made, a new GRC called Nee Soon is formed, and I'm very excited to be part of Nee Soon. Certainly in the last general election when I was introduced, they call me the Nee Soon boy that comes out now to serve Sabawang. Now I'm the Nee Soon boy now out to serve Nee Soon. So certainly I hope to get all the support from all my old neighbours, all the old friends and everybody. We know Nee Soon well, I know Nee Soon well. Let's make Nee Soon a wonderful place for us to stay.
Do you still know anyone from your childhood days?
Oh yes. I've got a lot of residents that stays here. 所以我是出生于伊顺，所以当然当我听到伊顺集选区被形成的时候，也是非常高兴。这至少给我们一个机会，就是重建我们这伊顺这整个伊顺的品牌。我希望在这5年里面，可以就是把我们这新的计划推出去，把我们的伊顺做得更好，就是为大家建造一个更美好的家园。
You would have known that I'm new here. Nevertheless, just want to share with you one incident which I thought that PAP made a difference. When the electoral boundary was drawn, Minister George Sheo, who was then an MP in parts of my area, came to visit the Aljunied segment of the area in Kaki Bukit. He was very impressed with the development, the physical development of the area since he was an MP there. As an MP and my grassroots leader, we felt very happy that we thought we have tried our best to improve the physical environment there. Then when I came to Nee Soon, I was brought around. I was very impressed with the development in Nee Soon, taken care by all the MPs here. So to me, this shows that the PAP MPs, together with the establishment that it has put up a very good effort in improving the physical landscape, physical well-being of the people, and trying to improve the livelihood of the people. So I think what is important is, like what Minister said, it is important for voters to see who are the candidates, who do who among them can do best. And at the end of the day, they have to choose a team that can continue the good work, that can continue to improve the lives of the residents. And of course, coming here from Marine Parade, I will bring the experiences that I had in Marine Parade GRC and also the things that I learned from SM Go himself. SM has been a great mentor. I've learned a great deal from him as a first term MP.
I just wanted to finish off because I was asked about the question. Well, I don't know the opposition candidates very well. Dr. Poli has been around, of course. The others I've not met, know them very well. But I know of them through the media, and they seem to me to be honourable people, and we look forward to the voters, having a choice. So my key messages today, just to summarize from just now, were one, that the first point that I summarize is the message that we will give to the voters is that who is going to make a difference to you positively, who is going to make your life better, who is going to be making your neighborhood better and taking care of you. That's the first message. The second message is that in national terms, the country needs to move forward. Which team can best help the country steer through what we can expect to be not easy periods over the next 5 years. These are the two simple messages. All this, the slogan and so on, I responded in answer to your question, but you have my answer. The last I explained, I haven't heard a response, and I intend to leave it there.